Trying to get it up, popping here. All right, let's go. Start now, my friend. Start now. Are you? What's going on? Are we up? Are we on? I don't see any streaming. Oh, there it go. Give it a couple of seconds to come up. We'll send out the message. Let the world know. Give people time. All right. Didn't post nothing up in Hootsuite. Let's go and double check. Give y'all some time. We live. Well, this is a Toast and Talk family. I just, I want to make sure y'all in the house before I go and get started. We got to do it the proper way. We got to, even though it's Toast and Talk, it's a day before Black Family Day or whatever other people might call Thanksgiving, or as we like to call it in our community, thanks for taking type shit. You know what I'm saying? Right now, my connection is kind of poor. We up. Let's make sure we streaming all cylinders before we jump this thing off. Okay. So the thing is popping off. Let's see. All right, we're streaming live on Facebook. We're streaming live on YouTube. Let me go and turn on the Hot Tim YouTube too. Just so that they can get that too. We can send it out on to YouTube's piece so other people that might be registered. All right, family. Let's go. Let's get it started. Because I see my camera freezing. The fuck? Oh, I forgot one more thing before we go and pop it off so we can make sure we're getting all of the messages. We'll make sure we're getting all the messages because we open it up for Toast and Talk today. A lot of people might be free today, so I want to make sure that y'all able to add your input to the conversation. Lines will be open after we do the toast. Call in line to 614-556-4535. I will ask you to refrain from calling to after we hit the toast because we're going to get into the toast. We're going to hit it hard, hit it fast, and then we're going to move into the conversation. If there's anybody out there that want to conversate right now, you know what I'm saying? Because part of us moving our people forward is us learning to talk, learning to disagree, learning to do all of the things that a tribe need to be able to do. A tribe or several different tribes need to be able to do, sit down at the table, have conversations, not necessarily agree, but understand that we do have one objective, and that objective is for us to be able to put our children in a position to where they are able to control. All right, so one more step and we'll get started. Hey, hold on. Wait, time out. Where we at? All right, so we should be able to start in a second.
Mr. Diddy.
Drink your water. Come on, drink your water, but first, take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Drink. Or should we say, breathe, then drink. Now grab your glass for that water. Get your container of that water. Lift that container of that water. Simply pour some water. Drink. drink, drink, drink. Or should I say, live more than drink? Family, listen. Now move your body and drink some water. Stretch. Move your body, drink some water. Up. Move your body, drink some water. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Breathe, live, move, toast. But hey, hold on. Breathe, drink, eat, move. That is the 4 pillars of health, family. Simple. But take your breath. Lift and pour. Move your body. Toast your ancestors. Drink up. Drink your water. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your water. Take your breath. Lift and pour. Move your body. Toast your ancestors. Like on that roller coaster, rolling all the way up to Kwanzaa. It's almost Kwanzaa time. Also, I'm getting the prizes ready so that we can start having some giveaways. So, family, for some of the giveaways, well, actually, for all the giveaways, look, to qualify, first off, you need to follow us on gnjmedia.live. Go to that channel, go on and link up, get your points. I'm going to start doing some random giveaways on that, as well as doing some random giveaways on the Black Signal. To join the Black Signal, listen. Listen, Linda, listen. Text the letters G-N-J. G as in God, N as in none, and J as in jump. 2. Position that our people need to be in. And I am joyous about it, although I'm often stressed. Yes, Lord, yes, because some of us grown folks is messing these kids up. Lord have mercy. You know what I'm saying? Because they got a lot of trauma that has been generated by us. But let's get into the toast so we can open up these lines and we can have some of these conversations that might be popping out there or don't have no conversations. That's all on you. You know what I'm saying? Tomorrow we probably have a bigger crowd because more people going to be off. Probably get up a little bit earlier because I like chilling today. I said, fuck it. I've been listening to a book. I'm going to go and finish the book and like, damn, I could write a book like that. I could write that. I should have wrote that. You'll read a book and you be like, I should have wrote that shit. I could have wrote some shit like that. You know, I got a book that I've been sitting on maybe about 15 years. I got to finish it. I'm gonna have to finish it. I'm gonna move towards finishing the book. You know what I'm saying? So before we get started, family, let's do our commercials. First off, I want to make sure that everybody out there know, family, go on to learn about Gye-Nyame Journey, learn about what we talking about, learn about the lifestyle, learn a little bit about your culture. Now, these people out there that give you the history. Oh, we got a lot of people out there that's able to get the history. But family, how do you incorporate that shit into your life? You know what I'm saying? There's one thing to know the historical information. It's another to know how to apply that shit. You understand what I'm saying? You know, because that's where we have issues at. We have issues in application, not issues in knowing. You know what I'm saying? Because I want you to understand, when the Kemites built the pyramids, they wasn't quoting historical text. They was in the moment making that shit happen. You know what I'm saying? When Mansa Musa did what he did, and the other historical figures, and Harriet Tubman, and our ancestors were in action mode. We remember those in history that were in action mode, actualizing the information, utilizing the information to make shit happen. And that's what we strive to make sure people learn how to do. If you're dealing with Gye-Nyame, we want to make sure that you are able to make shit happen. All right, so go and check out our e-course. I'm going to post that up for y'all real quick. Boom, there you go. Check out the free 7-day e-course. You got any questions, feel free to hit me up at hottim@gnjmedia.live. Yup. Got the email address for that shit too. Yup. Yes, Lord. Yes, y'all. And we don't stop here, Gye-Nyame Journey. Also, family, for those that might be interested, we have the gear. And this is some of the gear we're going to give out. So go and at least look at the gear. And those of you that are interested in winning the gear, y'all need to go and let me know what stuff y'all would want. Now, the bean bag. Do not click on that goddamn bean bag and be like, brother, I tell you, we want you to give away the bean bag. I'm not giving the bean bag away until I get me one. That shit $80. Are you $80? God damn, brother Hot Tip. I tried to make it cheaper. I couldn't make it cheap. That shit is $80, right? But if enough people say, hey, brother Hot Tim, we want the bean bag. We want you to auction off the bean bag. We're going, shit, I'll do that. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, family, we need y'all support. We need some of y'all getting up into this merch store and getting some of this stuff. You understand what I'm saying? Wait, before I cut and paste that, let me make sure this is popping up. Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure of something. Now, so let me go on and save and copy. Throw up the merch store so that those out there that want to support us that way, because there's many ways you can support us. Boom. Because we do, we doing a little bit. We doing a little bit around here.
This call is being recorded.
We already got a caller, you know what I'm saying? Who this on the line? Who on the line?
It's Brother Renee.
Oh my God. You ain't calling to cuss me out, is you? This is my elder.
Why would I do that?
Because you my elder. You supposed to check me every now and then. I got, you know what I'm saying? We living that life. How you doing, elder?
Yeah. All right. I didn't know what was going on. That's why I was calling.
Oh, okay.
Get a chance, give me a call.
I'll do that because I was supposed to call you weeks ago. That's why actually he's gonna call me and cuss me out. But I'm how can I put it? I'm keeping you from the fray.
Oh yeah, thank you. I appreciate that.
Exactly. I'm keeping you out the fray. But brother, we will be. I'm gonna call you, and then also Navita, because Navita probably on here too. She's gonna be calling you as well, letting you know the steps that we're gonna be going through for this Kwanzaa season, and everything is moving forward in the way that it's supposed to. So I kept my word. So I will give you a call. Let me call.
Work.
All right, peace.
Peace.
So now that's one of my elders, and so of course he can call in when he wants to. But anyway, so I threw the merch thing up there. Also, last but not least, those that want to hit up the tip jar. Y'all see the tip jar in the middle of the class, right up under my chin. See, I can rest my chin on it. Y'all see that? You see it? If you look close, you can see it. I can rest my chin on it again. All right. But also, you could pick you could throw a meme up when you make your donation. Do something. You could create your own meme. Throw that shit up. Let people know that you in the house, family. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like this. My whole PC is one. I'm trying to develop the platform where we are able to provide you with things that you find useful, that add value to you, add value to your life, so that you can support it. And in supporting it, what you're going to do is you're going to create a group of individuals, possibly, that will be able to speak out for you, because the way they will make their living is through us doing this. type of stuff, right? Throwing you the news, toasting the ancestors. I know some of y'all be like, what's important about that? Well, if you got to ask that question, I can't answer that for you. You know, understand what I'm saying? So, daily, we come together, we toast these ancestors, lift them up. We also take care of ourselves, because you will be surprised how just a little bit of movement and just a little bit of water and just a little bit of ritual in your life on a daily basis. Because for some people, this is a ritual. Because some of my family might be mad at me because I didn't get up early in the morning and do this. You understand what I'm saying? Because people be expecting the toast during the week about 5:30, you know what I'm saying? So they be getting up and shit. And I ain't even send out a text saying, hey, I'm going to sleep in. Nah, well, So I want you to understand. So those that want to hit us up on the Cash App, you can hit us up at G&J Media. So it's cash sign, capital G, capital N, capital J, capital M, EDIA. EDIA is small. But anyway, y'all can hit us up. Also, family, make sure you put on there that you are supporting Gye-Nyame Journey. Also, for those that are interested in vending, we will be having the market or the mall this weekend on Koumba. We will be having the market. I thought about canceling yesterday, but I changed my mind, and it didn't have nothing to do with the weekend or with the amount of people participating. It was some whole other shit that I had to really look at. But I have been assured that it's going to be taken care of, because the family is thick, family. I mean, it just be like, yo, we got some shot callers up in the crew, family. Yo, I mean, I'm just trying to let y'all know. So here we go. First, is there anything else? Oh, I mentioned them all. Kwanzaa will be popping off. This year is going to be, we got the whole Martin Luther King Center, so it's going to be there the whole time. All right, so we raise up a glass. We salute the Creator. By whatever name you choose to call the Creator, we raise up our glass and we salute that Creator. Right? And we say, with one mighty voice, Ashe, pulling the energies down towards us. Man, how powerful. Now, we move on. From there, family, raise up our glass for our ancestor, and I have the list for those that want to get their ancestors on the list. By all means, you can put them on the timeline now. You can contact somebody in Gye-Nyame Journey, or you can join either the Toaster Daily Black or the Black Signal. You can join the Toaster line or the Black Signal. You call them in and you can mention them while we're having our conversation as well. So here we go. Miles Brown, Ms. Ann, Robert Tex, Anna Davis, Herman Brown, Senior, Rosalie Tilly, Georgia, William, Walter, Chris, Penny, Katz, Lena, Uncle Chris, I'm Fiend, Cleveland, Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, LeVar Brown, Gina Gaines, Herman Brown II, Barbara Tweaks, Wash Ellis. Where we at? Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, LeVar Brown, Gina Gaines, Herman Brown II, Barbara Twiggs, Wash Ellis, Jr., Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tappan, John Fallar, Montague Pittman, Normal X, Pet Mount, Rob Malik Fakur, Dr. Marianne Williams, Kojo Kamal, Elder Farmer, Elder Millie Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusef Weston, Elder Ajani, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Alfred Brofro, Hector Jr., Jay Edwards, Carlisle Harris, Grace Lundy, Inez Harris, William Bill Moss, Phyllis Rose, Sterling and Lucy Wright, Derek L. Pullian, the Luxor Brothers, Miss Eda Brooks Crawley, Miss Marie Nelson, Mr. Frederick Crawley Sr., Miss Jerry Brunson, Mr. Lonzo Johnson, Miss Marie McDowell, Janice Foster, Charles Jordan, Kel Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Triggs, Francis Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Nana Loretta Clark, Inez McCrae, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Rendelman, Virginia Rogers, Reverend Jane Smith, Louis Henderson, Kevin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Kellen D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Melvin Dale Hodge Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clay, Bird Beatty, Sarah Well, Levita Farmer, Ago So Sue, Shell Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Aunt Evelyn, Theolis Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Leonard Dickinson, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thornton, Pearl G. Thornton, Nada Johnson, Florence M. Carter, Joanne Thornton, Erica Tricia Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary Eliza Frederick Davis, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, May Esther Keisha Reese, Linda Watson Hammonds, Gerald Giles Watson, Sparrow, Slimmy, Severn Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Pearl Moore, Percy Moore Jr., Mildred Owens, Booker T. Bowden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Heather Pearson, Sturgeon Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavina Hall, Freeman Bankster, Mary Moss, Sophia Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kennedy, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quails, Urania Thornton, Bernice Quells, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, Charles Bell, Vivian Ramsey, S.C. Johnson, Del Rita Johnson, Leon Johnson, James W. West Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry World, Jane Farmer, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Hattie Levester, Mary Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martineer, Amatette Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs Sr., Thelma Triggs, Thomas and Lula Berry, Lacey Eleanor Howe, Frankie Russell and Davis, Fred Douglas Triggs II, Vina Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy May Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carla Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Ellis Murphy, D'Amico Russell, Jenny Monteris, Gina Ruth Jones, Jana Callahan, William Walter West, Nigel Perez, the Basiji Falani, Jim Robinson, Gladys Johnson, Valerie Clark, John and Mary Sullivan, Dirk Johnson, Antonio Johnson, Delise Waters, DeFritas Hines, Annis Bostic, Edna Bostic, Winifred Scanterbury, Wilson Haley, Emma Hine, Phyllis Lee, Eugene Spratling, Calvin Spratling, Charles Wooden, Penny Brown, Roy Lee Printup Jr., Miriam Johnson, Wilbur Longmire, Edith Catney, Janice Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Peanut Carter, Margaret Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan, Charles Lee Mosley, Dorothy R. Blair, Ransom Evans Sr., Sam Evans Sr., Naylon Blair Sr., Edward Stevens, Sue Ann Stevens, Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Cardinal Robinson, Rosemary Charles, Ada Pearl, Bob Ingalls, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingalls, Audrey Finch, William Billingsley Jr., Jennifer Sensabaugh, Hazel Gaston, Jerry Brantley, Brian Watson Jr., Kaniko Parsons, Jason Cathy, Bradford, Thomas Bradley, also known as Uncle Buki, also known as Gypsy, Reverend Roosevelt Word III, Stacey Trice, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, David Brown, Ruth Carter, June Cox, Ruth Cox, Paula Cox, Ronald Urban, Judy Hubbard, Irie Johnson, Francis Booth Jefferson, Dan Wilkerson Sr., Emma McClellan, Jerry Doyle, Amina Robinson, Mary Nichols, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Teray, Greg G2 Gibson, Donna Hill, Richard Gleavis, Lee Irby, Tommy Irby, Boyd Irby, Jim O'Shea. That is the strangest shit because that is a private number. Nobody has that number that you just heard ringing. So, I'm just letting y'all know. Some strange shit happening. Void Irby, Jim Gaucher, George and Hallie Johnson, Archie Margaret Armstead, Diane Scott, Erica Armstrong, Claire Fox, Gene Evans, Archie Beck, Anna McGill, Charles McDaniel, Christine Cottrell, Aunt Becca, Alice Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed, Eula Andrew Baker, Patricia and Edwin Brooks, Gwendolyn and Bob Hatch, Kimball Vernon, Bradley Kim, Janie Harriet McKay, Spencer Sturgis, Sally Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Aaron Nino Baby Hatch, had Senior Mally Miller, Housie Hashtag Cleveland, Mother Gibson, Alex Nixon, John Bowie, Lester and Rachel Saunders, Doretha Ross, Riola Ross, Robert Nelson, Francis Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Neely Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Maddie and Charlie Scott, Ida Casey, Thomas Coper, Vivian Stevenson, Mona Ann Lewis, Cornetta Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, William Dallas Lewis, Mary France, Chappelle Jackson, Michael Slade, Joanne Perkins. Joanne Perkins, Richard Jackson, Martha Ford Dawson, Big Mama, Nanny Harris, Eva Ford, James Harrison, Margaret Towns, Mary Williams, Leroy Q. Heap Sr., Albert Moore, Miss Vanilla, Albert Motley, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Erton Houston, Lud Alls, Elijah Alls, Jerome Alls, Henry West Staten, Joe Jamel Alls, Aaron Pierce, Donald Carter, Lily Green, Nathan Green, Beth Vaughn, John Dewey, Ruth Beard, Tim Butler, Ramey Laura Newton, J.B. Foggy, Thomas Newton Sr., Barbara Naeem, Jeanette Sanders, Jerry C. Sanders, Roy Pruitt, H.J. Brantley Sr., Henry Wilson, Rufus Jenkins, Minnie Wilson, Catherine Sanders, Muriel Ellis, Elizabeth Sanders, Henrietta Irby, Mildred Armstead, Margaret Armstead, Catherine Anthony, Ruth Brown, Charles Walker Sr., Charlie Walker, Cecil Russell, Diane Irvin, Hiram Phillips, William Ford, Margaret Logan, Phyllis Barnett, Lee Irvin Sr., Michael Irvin, Ozella Watson, Hugo Watson, John Caldwell Sr., Robbie Lee Caldwell, Nevaeh Mitchell, Ron McCormick Sr., Sabrina Easley, Rayshawn Easley, Jabez McCormick, Barbara Ann Reed, Dorothy Ann Reed, John Reed, Shekamaha Reed Jr., John Reed Jr., Patricia Reed, Edward R. Benson Sr., Ethel H. McNair, Louis Fernandez, Jacqueline Broadus, Reginald Albert, Mazarine Coper, George Swan, Emmanuel Grayson, Charles Scott, Charles H. Scott, Michael Morgan, Charlie Morgan, Sybil Edwards McNabb, Annie Ferguson, William Ferguson, Shelby McClendon. All right, here we go. Joella Giles, James Carswell, Roberta Adams, also known as Aunt Sis, Elder Shaka McNair, Anthony Brown, Jonathan Ford, Lottie Gaucher, Cousin Tony, Michael Johnson, James Jimmy Johnson, Barbara Shang Lewis, Ronald Shelton Jr., James Damian Top, Westina Banks, Joseph Bingham, Quincy, Mama, Aunt Lady, Abraham Isaac Cundiff, Aunt Barbara Lewis, Renee Johnson, Joy, Ryan Ross Riggins, Jamonte, Marcus Price, Ness Words, Marshawn McHale, Demetrius Beard, Herb Jepson, Ralph Mickens, Eric Walker, Quincy Sample, Candace Simmons, Severin Clay, Leonard Jones, Sade Garner, Melvin Scott Sr., Edel Clarence Lumpkin, Elizabeth Johnson, Frank Smith, Stacy Trice, Denise Goray, Nathaniel Hassan Turner, Khalid is in transition, also known as Nigel Turner, Demetrius Lewis Flint, Alberta Woods, Geneva Simmons, Daniel Tilley, Angeline Gantz, Sharifa, Oscar Kane, Audrey Gripper, Dominique Nichols, Ruthie Lane Johnson, Teresa Sambu, Aunt Maxine, Uncle James, Henry Monger III, Tamara Dowdy, Nicole Harris, Julia Taylor, Richard Bozeman III, Ruth Carter, John Carter, Mr. Thornton, Johanna, Desandra, Lynette Lewis, Henderson Mosley, Charles Jordan, Henry Essex II, Fannie L. Webb, Dan Walton, Alauti Sue Walton, Emma Walton, James Randolph Giles, Sonny Pete Walton, William Walton, Fred Powers, Elijah Juan Hakeem and Como, Alberta T. Davis, Charles Davis, Willie R. Mackey, Dr. Creamy Mackey, Victor Bowden, Drusilla Kitty Berger, Lucy White, Robert Lee White, Emma Jean White, Talton, Roger White, R.L. White, Jesse White, Ruby Jewel White, Johnson Carl White, Desi Woods, Delar Woods Lennox, Jim Woods, Lizzie Woods, Juanita Alexander Brown, Cynthia Ann Wright, Richard Dorsey, Annie Simpson, Jamara Simpson, Regina Hopkins, Joseph Simpson, Nettie Dorsey, Eleanor Hopkins, Edward Webster, Alice Webster, Abby Webster, Arnella Willis, Ethel Lane, Samanda DeMond, Ethel Marshall, Stevie Dougie Shelton, William Bill Walker, Carl Rico Johnson, Kim Gray. We raise up our glass and we salute all those ancestors. Family, every time I toast my ancestors, all of our ancestors combined, so if you out there, go on, get your shout, so I'm going to give you a round of applause. I'm going to say your name unless you out there. Don't want to embarrass myself. All right, here we go. So family, we are on Ujima. So I want you to activate your reticular formations, and we're going to get out here today, and we're going to find Ujima, because Ujima's out there. It's happening. It's in action. It's moving all the time. So family, go out there, find it, catch and release, catch and release. When you find it, take a picture of it, write about it, record it. You know what I'm saying? Share it with us on Gye-Nyame Journey timeline. You go straight to Gye-Nyame Journey, not the private group. Once again, the public group, the page. Go to the page on Facebook, right? Share it with us. For those who don't speak the language, Ujima means collective work and responsibility. The demonic principle of the day is righteousness. The M7 is respect. The color, I got on the wrong damn color. I got on tomorrow's color, so y'all gonna see me repeating this shirt tomorrow. The color is blue. I was in a different place this morning. Vibration is the Hermetic law. Male name for the day is Kwaku. Female name is Akua. Somebody out there should have said, Brother Tim, you got on the wrong color. I'm not doing a good left. I'm not doing a good. But yo, so we gonna raise our glass. Cause somebody out there in the family should have noticed and be like, brother, you got on the wrong color. Before I even said it. Right? I should have been arguing with you. I got on the right color. I got on. Oh. Stand corrected. Raise up the glass. We salute this present moment. In this moment is our power, family, and we need to stop wasting that power. We need to start utilizing it in the way that we need to learn how to utilize it so that we can go and empower our future generations. This is not our moment. We are living on borrowed time. We borrowed it from our ancestors, and our ancestors passed it to us in hopes that we would do more than they were able to do, or at least as much. You know what I'm saying? For some of us, you know what I'm saying, we can at least do as much. You know what I'm saying? If not more. These moments are borrowed, and we're borrowing them from our ancestors who are loaning them to us so that we can lay down the foundation for our children. We are generational people, family. We're generational people, which means that it never stops, which means that we have a constant responsibility that's popping up before us that we have to be ready to go on out here and handle. Raise up our glass on what we say. I know what I'm going to say. I say. From there, family, we move from the present moment to our future generation. We toast our children, our children's children on to infinity, and we raise our glass and we say, I say. From there, family, where do we go? Where do we go? Where do we go from here? Here we go. We go to all of our relations. We toast all relations. We say Ashe. From all of our relations, family, from all of our relations, we raise up our glass. We raise up our glass to all of our relations. And from all of our relations, we go to that selfish toast. What is that you need in this moment to move towards your greatness? Just sitting right up on the. See, what happens is when y'all tip, you know what I'm saying? Little bits of money fall in the glass. The glass is always empty. Go and fill up the glass. Tell your friends, like and share. Fill up the glass. Right in that glass, right there. Yep. Fill up the glass right there. Yep. You see the glass right there in the screen, right? I'm touching it. See my finger? When you make a donation, it falls in there. I might have to do an example for y'all. But anyway, we lift up our glass and we salute. For you know what I'm saying? We say Ashe. The glass, we toast you, we say Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Wish you peace, power, joy in 100 years. And I don't understand how my signal keep dropping when I got inside Wi-Fi and outside Wi-Fi. This shit don't make no sense. Paying all this goddamn money. All right. Until y'all call in, I heard a great interview with Brother Greg Carr the other day, even though I'm in the wrong color shirt. And I want to play it for you. This is Brother Greg Carr talking about Ambrosia. Why you doing it to me like that? Lord have mercy. All right. This is Brother Greg Carr talking about his curriculum. So we're going to go and listen to this real quick. Give y'all time to call in. If y'all don't call in, it's all cool. This is a show where I'll be able to tell you a little bit more about the show when it...
Talk about these schools and how you insert curriculum into a community. Brazil, France, South Africa.
Oh yeah.
What's the anatomy of that?
Well, we were very fortunate when we were in Philadelphia because, again, and this is a lesson out here. In fact, one of the pages of the lesson of what we did in Philadelphia came from the New York area. It came from Ocean Hill, Brownsville. 1967, 68, the fight for community school control. Les Campbell, and we know Baba Jitu, a place called the East in Brooklyn, where they used to do the African Center education in the 60s and 70s. John Coltrane, the Olatunji.
Oh, God. I fucked up bad. I'm sorry. Forgive me. Can y'all forgive me? I know y'all can forgive me. You know, I be messing up all the time, man. I messed up. So for those that don't know, that's Greg Carr. I met him at Ohio State. You know, pretty incredible brother. Pretty incredible. But I need to go back. Let's go back. Ain't pop up yet? Hootsuite is moving actually super slow. They don't want y'all to hear this. So y'all might need to go and find this video. Because Greg Carr cold with it. I'm just going to say. Greg Carr is pretty cold with it. I'm just letting y'all know, family. So, no. Where's it at? Oh, they don't have me seeing it recently. Go to my library. So, I went to my library all right, Hootsuite back up. So we have to go through here and I'll look it up. Oh, it's moving so damn slow. Here we go. I want y'all to know who shows.
Talk about these schools and how you insert curriculum into a community. Brazil, France, South Africa.
Oh yeah.
What's the anatomy of that?
Well, we were very fortunate when we were in Philadelphia because, again, and this is a lesson out here. In fact, one of the pages of the lesson of what we did in Philadelphia came from the New York area. It came from Ocean Hill, Brownsville. 1967, 68, the fight for community school control. Les Campbell, and we know Baba Jitu, a place called the East in Brooklyn, where they used to do the African Center education in the 60s and 70s. John Coltrane, the Olatunji Center in Manhattan. And so we start as far back as we can in history, but we also start where every human being can start. Ask a young person, have you talked to the oldest person in your family and asked them who their heroes were when they were your age? The answers, those alone, these young people start coming up with, wait a minute, I don't necessarily just have to look at Toussaint Louverture or Harriet Tubman. My grandmother said that her grandmother left Georgia after she punched a white man in the face, and that's how we ended up in New York. In other words, resistance is in your blood. It's in your family. That's the curriculum that we began to pilot, and we went to Brazil. This was 2005, right before we were writing.
Who brought you there, though?
Well, actually the government, the federal government of Bahia. See, Salvador Bahia is the blackest state in Brazil. That's where a lot, Afro-Brazilians are all over. In fact,
it's the largest body of Africans outside of Africa.
That's exactly right. And a lot of those Negroes came from South Central Africa and the Bight of Bahia and Bight of Benin. So you know how the crazy Nigerians can be. Well, a lot of them got cousins in, I know Ghanaians very nice people. Y'all calm and peaceful. But these American Negroes, you can tell we got some Yoruba blood in us and some Igbo blood, then some turn up Negroes. In Brazil, they weren't having it. They too took over their schools. So they invited us down and we shared notes. One of the fascinating things when we went, they had elementary school children looking at, this is where your ancestors came from in Africa. So we're looking at the maps. And as you said, this underscores the point you just made, Karen. They had a map of Africa, and you see the arrow going to Brazil. Then you see another arrow going to the Caribbean. Then you see another arrow going back to Africa. You know what wasn't on the map? Anything north of the Caribbean. They said, we brought y'all down here in part because we don't know what y'all do. Now think about that. African people in the United States, African Americans often think of America as the United States. In many parts of the Western Hemisphere, the Africans in those parts don't know anything about African Americans except what they see on television.
That's right.
They don't know anything about. And so we spent a week just in conversation with school teachers about, this is what happened to us during enslavement. We're your cousins who we don't talk about. And finally, if anybody wants to really understand how powerful that can be, when was the last time most people listening to your show ever thought about the black people in Brazil? Most people probably going to say, I never thought about them. Well, guess what? They're taught never to think about us. A lot of this is just about getting to know each other. And then we take it from there.
And embracing Pan-Africanism in its true form.
That's right.
866-801-8255. All right, what's in this curriculum besides asking people who they are and where their people come from?
The first challenge we had was to ask different questions. So the first question, as we say, is who are African people to each other? Then we ask who are African people to other people? Then we ask what science and technology did Africans develop in any moment that helped advance our lives? Then we ask what ways of knowing did we develop? What ways of understanding the world? And then we ask two final questions. So there's 6 questions total. The 5th question is, as we remember something in our history, how do we pass that memory on through time? And the last one is, what did we create in that moment to help us understand? So the music we've been listening to.
Let's break down again.
Okay.
Number one, we call that the social structure question. Who are Africans to other people? Give you a very specific example. We've all heard of Phyllis Wheatley. Phyllis Wheatley, they say, is the first black poet in America, North America. That's who she is to other people.
I'm going to stop right there.
That's what they call the social structure question. So young people study Phyllis Wheatley, and so she's a black poet.
Damn. We just moving slow. You know, and there's so many busters with just hundreds of thousands of people. God damn. I didn't think it would be that hard. We've been doing this shit for years. Bringing it to you. But hey, family, I ain't mad. Yeah, I am. But hey, this brother Tim, I ain't hating, but yeah, I am. I'm this brother Tim. I'm up. I'm out. Y'all have a great day. And with that, we say peace. Ooh, stream.